All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the JFS podcast. Today on the show we have a Mr. Weatherman. Say hi, Weatherman.
Hello.
And we have a Mr. StreetCredCookie, the coolest cookie around.
Yeah.
That's my boy right there. All right. Oh, and I am CanuckBacon, the man infamously known for not only being able to make farting noises with his shoulder and neck, but also for walking across the United States of America.
Yes.
But mainly it's a shoulder farting noise. So, today on the show we have some interesting topics that we're going to get to. We have some interesting questions that have been submitted. And we're also doing a special segment. Well, it's not really a segment. It's just kind of going throughout the show. It's me boiling some water and then making some instant mashed potatoes.
Yes.
So it's cooking with Canuck. Because interestingly enough, bacon with bacon has already been taken. So yeah, it's cooking with Canuck. So it's the brand Idahoan, and it is buttery homestyle flavored instant mashed potatoes. So at the moment, we are just waiting for some water to boil. We're going old school. We're going stovetop. I've never been one to microwave water to like heat it up. Oh my goodness. Street Cred. I was just talking to Street Cred Cookie before the show.
Yeah.
About how the people I'm staying with are hippies, and to add on to all the things I said previously, they also don't have a microwave. I just noticed that. They do not have a microwave. So, like, also they keep stuff in their dishwasher that's not, like, dish related. Like, they have food and stuff in here.
Do they not have like anywhere else to put it?
But,
Wait, do
but
they have
what?
like actual food in their dishwasher?
Yeah, like there's some extra virgin olive oil, there's some balsamic vinegar, there's some sort of crackers,
Why would
pita
you eat
chip.
why chips and
uh,
crackers? Like you
oh,
could literally put
there's
that anywhere
soup.
else.
There's cans of soup in here. Ooh, some M&Ms. Oh, they have some packets of tuna.
Oh.
Ooh,
What
they have
the?
some quinoa and
You
brown
know,
rice.
you say you know the expression like everything in the kitchen sink. Well, they have a dishwasher.
Everything in the dishwasher.
I mean, these people are hippies, but I love that about them. I should turn up the water or the heat on the stove just because it's taking a while. It's getting to the point where there's like little tiny bubbles that are starting to form around the edge of the pot. So, also, I didn't have anything to measure it with, so I'm just assuming that I have 2 cups of water um, boiling right now. So, I hope it doesn't turn out that I have way more than that. Otherwise, there's going to be like some really watery mashed potatoes. What do you guys stand on instant mashed potatoes? Do you guys like have any strong opinions on this?
uh, I love potatoes a lot.
Yeah,
And
right there with you.
with the instant ones, I don't like them, but I like them sometimes. It's not
Mm,
something I want all the time. I'd rather have a potato like peeled and then mashed, but
yeah,
I guess
I
if you
would
have
I
them.
would agree with the weather on this one, definitely. I
yeah.
prefer just the peeled and mash, and then there you go.
Yeah, see, I would also agree, but I would say that I really appreciate how far instant mashed potatoes have come. Because, like, if it's like, you can't make actual mashed potatoes, right, from scratch or homemade or whatever, I'm not sad about having instant mashed potatoes. Like, they've managed to get the consistency pretty close to what I like and, like, the general flavor. So like I just want to give some props to instant mashed potato companies.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
mean,
think
if
they
they
do.
make it how you like it, then I can definitely see the convenience of instant mashed potatoes. They're instant.
Yeah, well, like I mean, I just want to give them props because I think they don't really get kind of the props that they deserve. They don't get that cred. You know, it's just
Yeah.
so I just wanted to give them a little shout out. Yeah, no, I'm starting to feel like this is way too much water. Like I feel like that's way more than 2 cups. So like I don't have anything to measure it with.
Have the soggiest
Life is hard.
potatoes. Oh, it would be not pleasant.
You know, you're right because like you can always add water, but you can't take water away. So
No.
what I'll do is I'll pour most of the water into the bowl, and then I'll mix it up. And if I need to, I can add more water.
Sounds about right. It's also the thing with like when you're cooking something, it's like you can always cook it more, but you can't unburn something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point.
It's
Yeah. So
also
I'd say we're right about the boiling stage. So let's open up this packet of instant mashed potatoes. Pour this into a bowl. Yeah. So pouring it in pretty well. It's looking good. Wow, there's a lot more powder than I thought would be in this packet. So again, just for everybody at home, this is the buttery home style flavored.
very important detail. Very
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm now gonna put cooking tutorial in the tags.
Oh yeah, no, definitely do that because like some people they just don't know, how to make instant mashed potatoes, and for those people, I'm sure that this is actually, you know what? I'm not really describing what I'm or like how to do it too well. Okay, so what you generally do is you boil some water, about 2 cups. It depends on the size of the packet. So
Mhm.
I've seen packets with, you need 4 cups of. I should do this in the sink. Okay, all right. Now, if I burn myself, I'm going to yell really loudly, guys. So just mind your ears.
Please don't burn yourself.
All right, we've been successful. I poured most of the water. Oh shoot! I gotta start mixing it. I gotta start mixing it. Where is my spoon? I gotta see. I'm not used to this kitchen. Oh, there we go. There's spoons.
I would say it's in the
See.
dishwasher, but I think we've already established that the dishwasher holds other things.
It's probably in the
Yeah,
cupboard.
no, they don't have a microwave. They don't use the dishwasher for dishwashing. They don't usually use a dryer. Ooh, I did some laundry earlier, so my clothes are all still out there on the line. So I gotta the um
Oh, you put them on the line.
the
Oh, dang.
yeah the line for drying the clothesline. That's it. Wow.
Dang.
Yeah.
I guess it is that
So
hot in Mexico, right?
yeah, yeah. So it just saves some electricity.
Smart.
Um. Yep. Hippies are smart people, you know. Although they also use solar panels for power, so
That's not a bad idea.
I don't know. Yeah.
They are
I was
for
telling
green energy, so
yeah, I was telling Street Cred about how they have some solar tube lighting.
Yeah.
Um, so like it funnels the light, like the natural sunlight in, and like it somehow just collects a bunch, and so it comes out really bright, and like so it seems like just a regular light, and yeah, unless I had been told, I would not have noticed that it was uh, not just a regular light that you flip on and off. So it's pretty cool. I feel like I need a little bit more water. Oop, just gonged the pan against the the bull. So, guys, now I'm sure that this is fascinating stuff for
Yes.
all of our listeners.
Of
But what
course.
sort of topics do we have today?
Glad you asked. We have none. Um,
Oh, no topics. I feel like I lied at the beginning of the show. I
I mean, there's a few things we can talk about. A few things that have recently happened within the server. Um,
Oh, like what?
well, most people on the server have been trying to get back to uploading consistently on YouTube.
Yeah.
We've seen a real spike with pretty much everybody. Uh, not probably not me,
I
but
think a lot of people are doing things like Creativerse, and there's a couple of other series going on right now between the group. I think a couple other people have started a solo series as
mm-hmm.
well.
Quite a few. Quite a
So
few.
Hmm. I would also not quite in the realm of recording, but in the realm of the server and playing Minecraft. Just a couple of days ago, I actually got to log on to the server and got to play a little bit. Um, I was at the house of an astronomer
Ooh,
in Socorro, New Mexico, and I got to actually play for a couple of hours on the Minecraft, the JFS Minecraft server, and like I haven't kind of even before this trip and then on the trip, I haven't had a chance to play Minecraft, and like I was kind of fading out of the game,
I think the last time I
and like I
saw you
just
on was when you were with Fruit way back
mm,
when. That was
yeah,
the
yeah.
last time
So
I
I'm
can
usually
remember.
yeah, since
I
season 11.
yeah, that's basically it. Um, but anyway, so was actually playing and like I was enjoying myself. And so like I want to actually play more Minecraft because I was like I was mining some stuff out. I'm gonna build a fortress and stuff. And
Nice.
it's gonna be so cool. It's like that's what the JFS is all about. Minecraft and no other video games.
We're totally not about any other video games.
So now that I brought up the topic of other video games, what other video games are there out there that people are playing?
As of recent, um, there's been a lot of creative verse going on.
Hmm.
Personally, not my cup of tea,
So what is
but
this?
it's like it's like
It's very
Minecraft,
similar to Minecraft.
but it's
It's very
like
similar to Minecraft.
different in its ways. But yeah, I don't want to piss anybody off that is playing the game. Like I know Mixon, Dan, and Joda are doing a series on it right now, and they're quite enjoying it. But yeah, it's basically another Minecraft clone, but
How much does it cost?
it's free
It's free. Wow.
unless you want to upgrade to the pro version or something like that.
I will stick with the free version
Yeah,
because I am poor.
yeah, that's one of the games that's been going on recently.
Gmod has also been
Gmod has
a
gotten
lot of people who have been playing Gary's mod
extremely
lately.
popular.
Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Yep.
Lemons set up a
Lemon
server.
set up
I
a
remember
server
that
for
game.
that.
I'm very grateful for that, Lemons, if you're watching. Um, yeah, we've been playing that a frick ton. A couple new series have popped up. Well, just mixing, but series have popped up and having a fun time with that.
So, now each time I'm on the podcast, I just like to take apart one part of your life, uh, Weatherman. Just kind of dive deep into it. So you said earlier a frick ton. So I'm just like, you mind if we just take like a couple hours here to just have a deep discussion about you and swearing?
I mean, you had a discussion about me sleeping in a chair, so
Yep.
go ahead.
Yep. This is basically a follow up to that. Okay. So you swearing. I take it you don't say any swear words. Is that correct?
I have said a few in my life. I don't like saying
Mm.
them, and just I don't see them. So
Okay. So if you stubbed your toe right now and it hurt a lot, what would your reaction be? Like, what's your gut instinct
I
to
already
say?
know what his gut instinct would be. He'd be
He,
like, "Oh frick!" and just yell as loud as he can.
it's frick.
Oh frick! It'd just be that one word. It's his way of like not swearing in a situation where you should swear. One would swear.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah. So now what would you say is the difference between using a word like frick? Oh wait, are we allowed to swear on this podcast?
It's not on my channel, so go ahead.
Okay, so what's the difference between using a word like frick and using a word like fuck?
Frick is not a swear word. I mean, to me,
Yeah, but
some people might think it is, but
but frick is implied that you want to say fuck, right?
kind of. I mean,
Like you use it in the same context.
in a sense, like my grandpa uses the word garbage a lot, and I'm assuming it's to replace the S word. But yeah, in the
Oh, so
same
you don't
context.
say shit either.
No, I
I
don't
want to
say
narrow down exactly.
any swear words.
Do you say the word crap? Because that can go in between.
Crap is technically considered a swear word in England, but I mean, I still
It's
say
like the
it.
borderline, is what most people think.
Okay. All right. What about the word damn?
I don't even say that word for actual, water blockers. I don't say that word,
Okay.
period.
So you're not like damn it.
No, no.
No. And I take it then you probably wouldn't say damnation.
Mm-mm.
Um, what about the word hell? You say the word hell?
I don't even say it to refer to the place.
Hmm. Wow. Do you say
Do you
heck?
say it
I
to refer to
say
the nether?
I say heck. I sometimes say the nether. So
Do you say
The biome of the nether?
he double hockey sticks?
no.
No.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. 'Cause that's just childish. I stopped
yeah.
saying that like 3 years ago. Hmm. So, just trying to
Yeah, I
pick. Um, and you say like dumb, stupid,
mm-hmm.
jerk.
I don't refer to. I don't you say jerk very often, but I will say it sometimes.
Okay, okay. Oh, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and just say you don't use the word retard or retarded at all. Is that correct?
No, I've never. I don't use those very often. I've
Now
said them
that yeah,
before.
Yeah, me
that
neither.
honestly, I'm one who will swear, is comfortable with swearing, and that just I don't know. I feel like that's just something that's a little offensive.
Yeah,
Like it's not
Yeah,
like a bad word, but it is like offensive. It's like a term that's used.
yeah. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
derogatory towards people with mental illness, and
it's
that's
a
not nice.
pejorative. Pejorative?
Like I used to use that when I was
Pejorative?
younger, but like when I learned how offensive it was, took it out of my vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Growing up, the word gay, um, that was used a lot, like very
Yeah,
often.
Mm-hmm. I remember
but
that.
now
This
it's
is like a general insult.
you wouldn't use it in that context.
No,
You wouldn't use it
Yeah.
as a general
I,
insult.
you wouldn't anymore. Back when I was in
No.
sixth grade, yeah, that was the one word that you heard 16,000 times every day. Uh, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, we're about the same age.
yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Um. Yeah, that's but and so where does your opposition to using swear words come from? Like just general swear words, not like gay or retard or any of that, but just like the word shit. Where does your opposition to using that word come from?
Um. So I can name the main reason. Well, I probably should name a sub reason first, and this is not to offend anybody on this planet. You be you. But I feel like it limits my vocabulary to certain words. And yes, I limit my vocabulary to frickin' stupid and stuff like that. But it limits the vocabulary. That's one of the main reasons. I mean, the other reason I'm a Mormon. We don't swear. I mean, Mormons do
Oh,
swear, but it's actually a commandment not to swear. So, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
technically the commandment says do not take the Lord's name in vain, which would just be, oh, and, you know what I mean. And I think
Yeah.
we just generally take it in the context of just don't say any of them at all. So
Okay.
I have said them before, but and I feel terrible and sorry, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm fine swearing, but I don't swear around children.
I mean that yeah,
Like, and I
that's
Yeah,
kind
still,
of given.
that's
I
that's
just,
that's like a general code of society.
and like, I get on other people about swearing around children as well. Like, I'm like, dude, like, there's kids here. But like, I'm very loose lip when it comes to swear words, except for when it's around children or in a context in which children might hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, like, videos and stuff or podcast. I guess this podcast really probably don't get a whole lot of children, so
if
we'll
you're a
have problems with that.
child, you can still watch. Recommended, probably not. Oh
Yeah,
no, I think most of our viewers are just adults. So
cool. Um, yeah, okay. So I feel like we've resolved this pretty well.
yes,
This
hopefully
this
hopefully
isn't
I
like
explained it
it's
in
not going
a
to be an
different.
ongoing thing like the whole sleeping in a chair. Um,
I feel like you're gonna get me so bad for that when you're here. I feel like yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, like yeah, I'm totally gonna do that. I might actually just try sleeping in that chair, or like if I don't know if I'm spending the night at your house yet or what we're doing,
Yeah.
but if I can, I will take that opportunity.
All right. All right. You
So,
can do that.
um, it's just such a no. I'm not getting drawn into this. I'm not getting drawn in. What are let's can we move on to questions or do we have topics or what? Just something else. Something else.
Um, we don't really have anything else in the topics realm. Not much else has happened. I mean, I have your travels on my topics list here, but
Yeah, you got
if you
any
want to talk about
Oh,
that,
stories of significance?
um, I think I usually just start off with like a recap of what I'm doing, and then I get sidetracked and
yeah, usually
turns into a
what
story.
happens.
So, you guys remember where I was last time?
You had just got no, you see, you were leaving Texas to go back to Canada. That's pretty much where we were.
Mm. Oh yes, yes. So I was in South Lake, which is a bit north of Dallas Fort Worth. It's still in, I think they call it the Metroplex or something. And then so I went home for Christmas, New Year's, see the family and my grandpa. He's real old, 98 years old.
Dang.
So I wanted to see him. Um, and I got back and I started walking. I want to say January 10th or something, within a couple days of then. So actually, if you guys will just hold on for just a moment.
Holding on.
All
Oh,
right.
okay. All right. What were you guys holding on to?
My desk, kind of.
My
Okay,
my
cool.
mouse.
Coolio. Yeah, the mouse would not have saved you if there's like some sort of vacuum or something. Uh, but anyway, sorry, I just had to do like a really loud burp.
Oh.
But yeah, so
Okay.
I decided to be nice, mute my mic, all that stuff. But I just brought it up and talked about it. So how helpful that was, who knows?
I,
Anyway, so I left South Lake. I went through Fort Worth, um, and let's see. Then I continued on to a place called Weatherford.
oh.
Um, I met a friend who I know through Reddit. I stayed with him for a couple days because of a storm. Then I went down. Was on or like on the frontage roads or access roads or feeders, as they say in Houston, along I-20, heading down to El Paso. Um, so I went through a bunch of towns like Eastland and Ranger, and then some major towns like Abilene, all the way down to, or continuing through Midland and Odessa. Ooh, I got to, when I was in Colorado City, I got to, no, I was in Big Spring. I was in Big Spring, Texas, um, which is just a little bit east of Midland, Texas. So when I was there, I got to spend a night in an airplane hangar, which was super cool.
Cool.
So, like, in the hangar itself, where they keep all the helicopter and planes and stuff like that. Um, let's see. Then I continued on. I went through Midland, Odessa, and even further east or west, all the way down to a city called Pecos, Texas. And from Pecos, which was about 200 miles west of, or east, sorry, of El Paso, I was looking at kind of the best way to get to El Paso because oftentimes in some rural areas like that, the interstate is really the only way to get somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
or you're on like some backcountry roads and you don't go through any cities. It's just really, really rural areas. And sometimes like you don't even see houses, like it's just ranches and stuff like that. So while I was there, I was looking around in Pecos, and I was looking on my Google Maps, and I looked a bit north, about 80 miles north of Pecos is Carlsbad, New Mexico. So if you guys are familiar with Carlsbad, it's well known for the Carlsbad Caverns. And so I was like, that is super cool. Screw El Paso. Let's go up to Carlsbad. We're going to see the caverns. And so you know what I did? I did exactly what I said I would do. I walked up to Carlsbad and I saw the goddamn caverns. And they were beautiful. All right. It's just absolutely amazing. Like it just, oh, I love it. Um, so saw that. Then I went up to Roswell.
Oh,
I'm not quite sure what sort of voice that was, but you know, the alien
aliens.
place. So I got to shake hands with some illegal aliens. I think Donald Trump's going to get rid of all of them. So,
Dang.
but who knows how that's going to work? Let's see. And then from Roswell, I headed west through some mountains, through like uh, Lincoln, Lincoln, New Mexico, which is where Billy the Kid shot some people.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, yeah, he was a cowboy dude or something. So like he got arrested. He
yeah.
went to the courthouse there, but then he escaped. He shot his jailer, and then he shot the sheriff that caught him. So, yep, he's a very violent man, Billy the Kid. Um, and then I went through Capitan, which is where Smokey the Bear comes from.
Oh, I didn't know it was down there.
Yep, yep, Capitan, New Mexico. There's a forest fire there, and then Smokey the Bear, this little cub, he was there. Then they sent him off to the National Zoo in D.C. So pretty fancy for the life of a bear. Pretty well known bear.
Oh yeah.
Um, so, and these were up in some mountains. So we're talking kind of 6,000 feet of elevation as kind of like a base. And then there's like Sierra Blanca, which is I think 12, 13,000 feet or something like that above sea level. So, but I'd actually end up going to Sierra Blanca because that's over by Ridoso. But like, it was a little out of the way, so I was just like, nah. Anyway, I continued. I went to, I went past the place where the first atomic bomb was detonated. There's just nothing there. Like it's not exciting at all. They have a little rock shop that you can buy some rocks that supposedly are like, from the explosion, but like, who cares about that? I didn't even go in. Then I went through San Antonio, New Mexico, up to Socorro. Now, in Socorro, as I mentioned, I stayed with an astronomer who works for the NRAO, which is the National Radio Astronomy Observatory or Organization, something that ends with O or starts with O. And he worked he worked at the VLA, which is the Very Large Array, which is a stupid sounding name, but it's freaking amazing. All right, guys. Like, there's 28 dishes, or radio dishes, which are 82 feet across. All right. And, well, they only ever use 27 at a time. They keep one in maintenance, but that's not important. So they have 27 of these out, and they're positioned. And so they observe radio signals from, like, faraway stars and galaxies and black holes and pulsars. So the guy I stayed with was, like, fairly well known in the field of astronomy. And he was writing some papers on pulsars. So they actually, on the first day I got there, he actually, or like, I get not just him, but him and his team and stuff, they found 2 pulsars in the same day. And usually they find a pulsar like once every couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 pulsars in the same day was like,
they're very rare.
Pretty big. Yeah. So, and he gave me a tour of the VLA, and I actually got to go on top of one of the dishes and got to like be inside the dish itself. So I got some cool pictures. I posted it on my Instagram at Skylar's Travels. So some not so subtle hinting and plugging of my stuff.
Social media.
Yep, social media. So yeah, and then I continued north. I went through like Berlin and Las Lunas, and now I'm here in Albuquerque. So it's been a good 800 miles of mostly walking. I did get a couple rides here and there, but it's mostly walking. So, yep.
Well, that's
Albuquerque,
good.
New Mexico. And earlier today, I got a New Mexico license plate. And for those who don't know, I collect license plates of the states that I go through. I didn't have a New Mexico one yet, or until now. So I can switch out my Texas one for a New Mexico one and pretend like I'm a native. So,
kind of blend in. Is that just what you do?
Yep. So, eat green chili on everything. Oh, it's in Mexico. Like, they have like this bitter feud between whether red chili or green chili is better. So, I'm kind of on the side of green chili. I think most people are. But, yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't really get too distracted with tangents.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm getting better, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Any questions for me about my trip, guys?
I had one, but I forgot it. I'll tell you if I remember.
Okay, well, what I do know is that we do have some questions that were submitted. Isn't that right, Weatherman?
Yes, they were actually submitted by Mr. Cookie here.
Yeah,
Oh,
weather was just like, oh, we're gonna need some questions, and then I just wrote down a bunch.
Yeah.
well, it seems infinitely less professional. But we're still getting some questions with Cookie. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys want to call it Cookie Time or something? Like, we need a good name for the segment.
street cred questions.
Um, no, I feel like it's too long. Street cred question and like that cred and then quest, like street cred quest. See, I can't. It's not.
Alliteration.
It's a tongue twister. So, um, hmm.
Cookie
Well,
asks.
The actual
I'm
It's
name
trying
like
of
to.
the segment is called Ask the Jeffians. Um,
Oh, yeah. All
uh,
right. I'm okay with it.
and before
all
we,
right.
we move on to the actual questions, just want to say, any viewers out there, if you have questions, leave them down in the comment section. We want to see some more because we're going to run out pretty soon. So leave some questions, please. Yeah,
We are not desperate at all, but just please, please,
please.
for the love of God, just do
These
it.
some questions for you guys.
Oh, speaking of just do it, not on the topic of Nike, but on the topic of a man by the name of Shia LaBeouf. He actually was here in Albuquerque
Oh, wow.
yesterday or 2 days ago, and he put up some street art. 'Cause apparently, he was kicked out of like New York or something, so he came to Albuquerque. And he put up some street art, and literally the street art is just it just says he will not divide us, right? I guess obviously referring to the president of the United States of America, Mr. Donald. I
John,
don't know what
John,
the J stands for,
John.
but John. Oh, well,
His
I guess
name is Donald John Trump.
that's expecting something like Juniper or something,
Professor
something
Juniper.
fancy. But anyway, yeah. So it's just like that in like some, it's pretty good sized lettering. So yeah, it's kind of.
Cool.
So I went by it. I took a little picture, but it was at night, so it wasn't a very good picture. So I may go back down there and do it again, because it's literally like just several blocks away from where I'm staying. Because I'm pretty close to downtown Albuquerque. So yeah,
Cool.
uh, I think it's question time with the Ask the Jeffers or Jeff. What was it?
Jeffians.
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 There was literally no other creative name I can think of. So,
All right, first question.
great question. You want to take that cookie?
Yeah, all right. So the first question is, what is your greatest build on the server, and what build are you most proud of?
Well, I don't really have anything built except like I have some like I'm working on this fortress thing, and I've like put in 5 to 10 hours work total, including like getting supplies and stuff. So like I have some underwater tunnels that are doing pretty cool. So I'm most proud of those.
Cool,
Took a
cool.
while, mostly with iron tools and TNT. So
Eh,
that was before I got any diamonds or enchantments. So, you know, hard work, hard manual labor in the game of Minecraft. So
nothing
I'm
wrong with
proud of
that.
it.
Nothing wrong with that. I basically live off iron, so more props.
All right, so I would
So,
say that my greatest build on the server, it's gotta be. I would say that if you're talking about like the build that the most people have uh seen slash gotten use out of slash whatever, the most like the thing that actively people use, I would say, is like a tie between my clay shop and probably like basketball, the minigame I built on the server. I think those are two really great builds. But I'm most proud of my volcano base because that took a while to make, and I was still on iron tools back then. I haven't really done much with it, and I still have a bunch of rooms to do in like the bottom, but I think the concept really came out as I wanted it to.
Cool. And Weatherman, what do you got?
I haven't built anything really. I mean, other than I built a building service at Shoptown called Prison Building Co. Not many people use it, except for Cookie, which Muck took over. So we're not going to talk about that. Put that aside. I like that build. I'm working on a casino at the moment, which I'm excited for. So I mean, probably just
It's the new Shoptown.
yeah, casinos are new Shoptown. Except it's me and Muck, only ones building casinos. So
I have plans to build one, but I don't know when I'm actually gonna have time to get it done.
that's
Well, it's not really a casino. I've an idea for a game show.
Yeah, family
If
friend.
that counts.
Yeah.
Well, very interesting stuff, guys. I look forward to seeing some of these things whenever I eventually finish this trip and get computer access and stuff. So what other questions do we have to ask?
I guess I'll ask the next one. Let me see. People often ask about a favorite movie, but I want to know, what is your least favorite movie?
Ooh, I got it. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ah, yeah, that's a commonly hated one.
Or Aragon, the movie, based off of the book Aragon, which I absolutely loved that book series, and then the movie just sucked. It was just like the worst movie ever. And then I also absolutely loved Avatar: The Last Airbender, the TV show, and then the like live action movie sucked.
Yeah, I know. I heard that was a big controversy when it came out. It let a lot of fans down and stuff.
It let humanity down. Like, don't undersell it, okay?
Yeah.
Don't under exaggerate. It let humanity down. Every single person who saw it wanted to kill themselves in a very non-literal way.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen it, so
Yeah, I actually didn't see it because it looked really bad, and I'm like, I don't want to see it. It looks really bad, and then I heard it was really bad, so I'm like, yeah, I was right.
I pirated it, and at less than 17 minutes in, I stopped watching. And so my only experience with it is 17 minutes of watching. And I just hated it so much that I could not finish it. I just could not. And it was so bad. Like they were mispronouncing the characters' names, and it's based off of a TV show where they say the names all the time, and then the people didn't look like the people they're supposed to be. I was just like, oh, it's so terrible. I don't even want to know how it ends. And like the bending and stuff, it's just such a bad movie in all respects. The acting wasn't good. The dialogue wasn't good. The animation or like special effects, it was just everything about the movie was bad. Anyway, that's my least favorite movie. Well, those two kind of tie. But actually, no, I'd say Avatar: The Last Airbender as a movie ties or is the worst. But the TV show is great. I would recommend it to
Yeah,
just about anybody.
I've seen the TV show. Well, I saw it like way back when it actually came out, which was ages ago, but I never actually have seen anything of it since.
Yeah, it's a good show.
But it was a really good TV show.
Anyway, Weatherman, what? Oh wait, no, you asked a question, so you go last.
All Good.
Street Cred or Mr. Cookie,
All right.
what is your least favorite movie?
You know, I put this question down, and I had a movie in mind, but I've literally spent like this entire time trying to remember what movie it was that made me write this question. And I can't remember what movie it was that made me write that question, but I do remember there was a specific movie because we were talking about it in I think a couple of podcasts ago when I actually came up with this question. We were talking about movies, and then there was one movie where I'm like, I think it was either somebody brought up a movie I really hated, or somebody brought up a movie that reminded me of a movie that I really hated. I can't remember the movie.
Wow. Well, good choice. We're gonna move on.
I've
Feel
been
free to
struggling this
just
whole time
blurt
to
it
try.
out
Yeah, I'll tell you when I
whenever you
remember it.
remember it.
Yeah.
And please do interrupt the conversation when you do. Like, that's not sarcastic. Like, just do it.
Just
All right.
yeah, just do it. You know, Shia LaBeouf.
So, Weatherman, least favorite movie. What do you got for me?
I've been racking my brain for like the past 10 minutes, but I think I finally found it. I generally hate Frozen. So dang much.
Wow.
I hate Frozen.
Now, here's the question though: do you hate the movie, or do you hate all the hype surrounding the movie?
No, I just hate the movie.
Whoa.
I mean, it's
So,
good.
like,
It's good.
I would
you
have
know,
to say that one's up there for one of my least favorites, but that's not the one.
it's good animating, but like it's just so annoying and childish. Like, I mean,
I just don't like the
obviously,
controversy.
most Disney movies are,
wait,
childish,
what?
but
There's controversy. What's the controversy?
Well, not controversy. I should say popularity is the word I meant to say.
that yeah, like
Okay.
it's
I
so
don't like.
popular.
I'm not a fan of the hype. I don't think it really. I didn't actually see it, but I just like people were way too hyped about that movie.
And they're still making gosh dang
I
merchandise.
enjoyed it.
They're still. I don't understand how they can make merchandise
Oh my-
about a movie that came out like 4 years ago.
Guys, you're gonna hate this, but so in Fort Worth, I should say, up until Fort Worth, I was carrying all my stuff on my back, right? So 2,000 miles of that. But in Fort Worth, I got a jogging stroller. So, I can push all my stuff and I can walk a lot more in a day. And it's just, I can carry a bit more water and it's very good. But when I was a bit south of Carlsbad, my front wheel, and so a jogging stroller, it has two kind of bigger back wheels and then a smaller front wheel. But the bearing on the front wheel just got locked up or seized up or whatever the proper terminology is. And so it just, no amount of oil or grease or whatever the stuff is could loosen it up or fix it. So what I ended up having to do was I had to get a new wheel. And so since they don't just have like stroller wheel replacements, I had to take a little girl's bike and just rip apart or get the front wheel and just replace it in. And it is Frozen themed. So my front wheel, like my back two wheels are black, and then my front wheel is white, and like on the treads is like snowflakes and stuff. So I have a Frozen themed front wheel from a little girl's bike.
Okay.
Yep. But no, I back to speaking about Frozen. I enjoyed the movie. It was pretty good. I will say that the hype was a bit too much. All the like merchandising and how crazy little kids went about it, little too far out there. But you know what movie was amazing? What recent like kind of kids movie was amazing? Moana. Now
I still
that
haven't seen it.
you have?
No, I haven't.
I haven't
Oh,
seen
you
it
haven't.
yet.
Oh my God, like as far as Disney movies, that one. Oh, I listen to the soundtrack all the time when I'm walking. Man, such a good movie. It has Dwayne the Rock Johnson
Yeah.
as a character. So, and it has him singing, so you know it's good. And then
The Rock
the songs
singing.
and stuff is it's by Lin Manuel Miranda, the guy from the musical Hamilton.
Hmm.
So yeah, like
Yeah.
lyrics are on point.
I need to check it out. I've been meaning to be honest, but I've been meaning to check out a lot of movies and I haven't. I've been meaning to
But,
watch Doctor
yeah, no,
Strange and Fantastic Beasts. Still haven't done that.
Mm.
Lazy.
But yeah, no, I'd recommend Moana. It's just all around great. Love it so much. I have the whole playlist downloaded. I was actually while I was playing Minecraft for those few hours, I was listening to it and like, because the soundtrack that you could download and stuff, I got it off of Google Play Music. Um, it has like all the songs in it, plus like some demos for the songs, and then it has just a bunch of like the scoring and stuff for the movie, and then there was like some extra songs that they didn't end up putting in. So it was great. It was just so good.
Good. Need to watch it.
What other questions do we have?
Let's see. I say you would read this one, but you obviously can't see it. So Cookie, you want to take this one?
Sure. All right. So if you and 3 other JFS members were to be stranded on a desert island, who would you most want to be stranded with? You get to pick any 3 people in JFS.
Oh man.
This is a tough one.
I have one in mind, but I'm not sure about the other 2.
Oh, do you guys remember Rooster Bread? I
No.
feel like
Never
you
heard of
did
him.
before your time. Um,
Yeah.
when I was in Kentucky, I visited him and I was at his house and stuff. And like, he's like he lived out in the middle of nowhere in Kentucky, so like the dude knows how to survive. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna pick him, even though he's like only sort of a member. Um, I'm going to pick. I'm gonna say Chris. Like, just I feel like he'd just be good for some moral support. And I'm obviously not gonna pick either of you two because like all you guys do with your time is record podcasts and stuff. That's all I know about you guys. So like, what kind of survival skills is that? Also, I assume there's not gonna be any chairs on the desert island, so Weatherman's gonna go mad because he won't be able to sleep.
You go crazy.
Just...
I can't sleep on the sand.
That's absolutely true.
um,
Be like Gilligan.
I should pick someone not American, like just get a little diversity in there. Uh, hmm. Let's say Scott. Like I feel like me and Scott, we need some good like bonding time because I feel like we aren't at that level of friendship that I want us to be at. So I'm gonna say Scott.
All right.
Feel like a stressful desert island it'd be the perfect place to bond, kind of survive. And if it doesn't work out, then yeah, I'll be honest here. I may kill him and eat him. um, like I mean, so Scott, if you're listening, be my friend, or I will kill and eat you. I'm serious, by the way.
Otherwise, I'll burn your flesh.
Okay, so what about you guys?
Uh,
Whether you want to go, should I go?
I'll go, I guess. Man, you see, this is like a difficult situation. I feel like I want someone who would be used to the hot. Like, I couldn't take, like, Naxer, because he's, like, always cold. Couldn't take anybody from Canada. So I can't take you, Canuck. You're always, like, cold. So...
What do you mean I'm always like, cold? Dude, I'm in New Mexico.
When you're not walking, you're up in, like, Toronto.
Dude, I'm Indian, bro. Like, my people are from a hot spot. I assume. I've never actually been to India, so yeah.
I think I'd do, like, Ace, because he lived in Florida, so he knows how to do warm temperatures and stuff like that. Let's see, who else would I go with? You know, I'm just, for sakes of saying this, I'm going to do Joda. I'm going to say Joda, just because I need a comedic, what do you call it? Comedic value. There you go.
Oh, so what? I'm not good enough for you? I get it. You know, I get it.
Joda, you get Joda drunk, and
I wouldn't choose you to be on a desert island either. So how about them apples?
All right. I'm out of
Sleep
here.
right.
I'm out of here. Ace Joda. Let's get a European in there. Let's see. Let's do Dennis. Because, I don't know.
Yeah, Dennis is a pretty chill guy.
About you, Cookie.
Okay, so my first one, I would want someone who is smart, worldly wise. So I'd probably take Shostin because he's a pretty smart guy.
True.
I feel like I don't know about survival skills, but then again, I don't know how anyone would really fare in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like might as well pick someone smart. Next, you gotta think about. Now, obviously, we're not taking weather because he needs a chair to sleep. But the rest of us can actually sleep. So you need to have somebody who can take the night shift, who can take who can take different sleep cycles. So the second one would be Naxer because he'd be able to take different sleep cycles.
Because he's a foreigner.
And his sleep schedule is always way
always
off.
screwed it off.
That too.
The third one is you're gonna probably think it's kind of a cop out, and I'll admit it is, but I can't say how could I not take the gamer nurse firefighter JSano?
Oh,
Like
God,
the number
no.
easily the number one, like first instinct, he would if you had to survive anywhere, huge asset. If there's a fire, bam. If anyone gets sick, bam. You already know you're good to go.
Damn, that's.
Good
Oh,
stuff.
now I wish I had JSano. God, shit.
Dang.
Oh, see. Oh, never mind. Did you say dang or damn?
I said dang.
Okay. But yeah, no, I wish I had JSano because he does
Smart.
have those skills. But like, I would just like to point out that like, I have like copious amounts of survival skills. All right, guys.
Yeah, you probably have the most out of all of us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I have hiked up Half Dome. I have waded through the Zion Narrows.
I just wanted
I
to
have
say
gone
other
in
people for the
Big
sake of
Basin and Yellowstone and Yosemite. Like, been to multiple island areas such as
oh yeah, that's the other thing.
Hawaii.
Naxer lives on an island, so like I wanted to have someone who lives on an island.
True.
Who's used
Where's
to it.
Naxer from again?
He's
Finland.
from technically we say he's like Finnish, but he's from an island.
They're called the island.
Where is this island?
Islands. They're between Sweden and Finland.
That you could also take like lemon. Lemons is
Lemons
from
lives on an island.
lives on an
in
island.
New Zealand. Ranitan actually lives on a desert island. So.
Huh. Okay. Well, I guess my island experience isn't quite up there, but like general survival skill. Like I could literally, with the stuff I have in my backpack, just walk out to the middle of nowhere, survive for a week, and
Yeah.
I'd be good,
Yeah.
man.
You are the less Stroud.
I am lacking a good hatchet though. I don't have a good hatchet on me. I should really look into that, guys.
Yeah, you should. I feel like we just walked into like
Well,
The
like I
Walking
got a
Dead or
tent
something.
for, short-term stuff, but long-term, gotta have a hatchet to make some basic buildings and stuff. So, rafts.
I feel like we're gonna play the forest now. Yeah. So.
Anyway.
I don't think we're gonna take any more questions. It's been an hour, so I think we're Gucci on the time. Unless you guys want to.
Oh.
That's good, because I just finished a few minutes ago my instant mashed potatoes. They were good.
Good.
All right.
Alright.
So shall I close it out?
Go ahead.
Actually, what episode of the podcast is this?
16.
16. Okay. All right, everybody, and that's going to do it for today. This concludes episode 16 of the JSano Fan Server podcast. I've been your host, CanuckBacon, aka Skylar Travels, the walker of places and traveler of men. And we have been joined today. I'd just like to give a special thanks to our guests, StreetCredCookie, the coolest cookie around. That dude has a rep bigger than a cookie the size of your head. All right.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Him walking, and you're like, "Holy crap! How did he get away from the Cookie Monster?" That dude has skills. All right. So thank you to him, and also Weatherman. All right, listen. You may think like, "Oh, this guy, he says it's gonna rain, but it's not gonna rain." You listen to this man. He can predict the future. All right. I listen to anybody who can predict the future with like a 33% chance of precipitation, because that man must be smart.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go visit him.
Yeah.
And we'll be on the podcast together, face to face. We'll just stare intimately into each other's eyes. And okay. Anyway, that got a little weird.
Yeah, that got a little bit strange.
I'm not gonna stare deeply into his eyes.
Yeah, hope not.
No, I think we're just gonna end it there, on a just a random note. Let's
Probably B
actually,
flat.
guys, what's a fun word to say before we end it? What's a fun word to say? Sesquipedalian. We were all thinking sesquipedalian.
Sesquipedalian.
Right? I think I can vouch for everybody.
Sure.
Sesquipedalian. So, does anybody know what sesquipedalian means?
I've never heard of it.
I think it just means like unnecessary. Anyway, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you guys for listening, and be sure to catch us next week on the JSano Fan Server podcast.
Sesquipedalian means long.
This podcast is long. There you go.
Boom.
We'll see you guys next week on the show.
Bye.